All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brendan Murphy, and today I'm going to be talking about why it's important to listen to your subconscious as a day trader. When you go online, you often see put all your emotions away, trade like a robot, just follow the strategy always, 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 and never go against it, because when you go against it, stuff goes wrong. And yes, most of the time that is absolutely true, and I absolutely agree with that. You do need to stick to your strategy. However, there are times when it may not be the best option, and generally your subconscious is going to allow you to see when that is the case. Now, the reason I say that this tip is probably most valuable for those of you with at least 2 years of experience is because when you're a beginner and you don't have that experience, your subconscious just doesn't have the time in the market to have an idea of what's going on. And ideally you probably need 3, 4, and 5 years of experience. But when you make a trade and there's times let's say that your strategy says, take this trade right now, but you sit there going, I don't know about that one. That's your subconscious saying, this is not a bad trade. Now, your subconscious is not some all-knowing being that's magic and it's going to always make you correct. Obviously, that's not possible in the markets. But your subconscious is a source of information about what's happening in the market. And if you can make that part of your strategy, you might be able to improve your results. Now, the reason I say that is because for about the last 4 years, I've been a robot trader. I would make an algorithmic strategy and I would follow it to the T without any mistakes. And the results were good, but there were so many times where I would have that feeling of, I don't know if it's a good trade. And I would take the trade because I'm a robot who follows my strategy, and it would lose. And I would say, yeah, I knew that one was going to lose, but I have to follow my strategy because that's how I'm successful. And recently I started to allow my subconscious to influence my trading. And so what I do now is I kind of vary my position size, or I scale in based on that information that I get from the back of my mind. So for example, if my strategy says to go long with 5 units, what I'll do, and I'm not confident in that trade, what I'll do is I'll go long with 1 unit and set some orders further down, so that I can go long, I can scale in as it moves against me, which is going to increase my risk to reward ratio. And it's not going to increase the amount that I lose either. It's actually going to decrease the risk because I'm scaling in as it goes against me, which is improving my average entry price. Now, because the strategy said go long 5 units, since I only start with 1, that reduces the risk entirely. Let's say it's a good trade and it goes in my favor, then cool, I've taken the good trade with 1 unit. Awesome, I made some money. But if it goes against me, not only am I reducing the money that I lose on that trade, since my average entry price is better, but I also increase the amount that I win if it goes against me and then hits my take profit. So it's just a win-win scenario altogether. And since I've done this, my annual return has increased significantly. Most recently, I've been sitting on around 240%, and that's absolutely bonkers. Especially for someone like me who is very risk off. I'm always about minimum risk. I'm always minimize my risk and make what I can with that minimum risk. So the fact that my returns are so large right now is just amazing. And so when you're able to strike this balance between amazing algorithmic strategy, or it doesn't have to be algorithmic, but amazing strategy that has set rules that you follow, but also allow your instincts and your ingenuity and your subconscious and all of that years of experience of looking at charts and seeing how they move, if you can implement that into your strategy in a way that reduces your risk and increases your reward, I don't see how the results could be poor. Now, don't get that confused with just start trading willy-nilly however you feel in the moment, because that's not what I'm saying here. This is not a license to go and trade and gamble. Please stick to your strategy. But if you are advanced and you understand this concept, and if you can implement your subconscious information in a way that improves your trading, then by all means go and do it, because I do think it can have a positive impact on your performance. So if you found this tip helpful, please hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that little bell so that you never miss out on the latest ways to improve your trading. And if you want to take your trading a step further and work with me, you can go to mae.trade to see my professional services. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow for the next tip. Bye-bye.